Slejduše Stradis. Napone. You know, in this country, plumbing, there is a school for plumbing alone. College for plumbing. There is a college for roofing. Water roof. There is a college for, water system you have in your house. College. That is their profession. That's their own certificate. Earth moving equipment operator. That is a whole degree on his own. No, certificate on his own. Railroad construction. That's why we are bringing people from China. Because we don't have schools to teach people these things. Railroad. We cannot even construct our own railroad or railway. Because there are no colleges for them. Everybody is going to university. Digital imaging. Everybody just doing their own thing. Those colleges that are just teaching these things. External works and landscaping. That's supposed to be a school on its own for landscaping. Furniture and furnishing. That's a different school. Instead of everybody going to university that we are doing today, everybody say, I failed JAMB, I failed JAMB. You don't need JAMB. These are the kind of schools we need to. Waste management. That is a whole school on its own. That people are just coming out with their diploma and degree because they have finished waste management, for example. So everything is dealt with. All the problem that we're having, we have specialists for them. That is the essence of technical and vocational schools. Slejduše. Doors. Can you imagine the kind of doors we have in our houses in Nigeria? Those are ancient, just rubbish. In this place, there are schools just to make doors. Colleges just to make windows and doors. Fire protection. There are people who are just specializing in that. Marbling. How to use marble to do all kind of marble work. It's not like just these kind of people who are coming from the street, from the village. That is a degree on its own, a college education. People are trained to do marbles, graining, painting. Not just everybody just go and buy paint and begin to paint anyhow he can. That is school. For anybody, you don't need JAMB for that. You can just go and get skills. Painting and decoration, tiling, to lay tiles. You know people who are laying tiles in Nigeria? They don't know, they are not skillful. That's why our finishings are so bad. I've gone to houses that are costing $2 million in Nigeria, to $3 million, $5 million. But the tiles, the way they put the tiles and the finishes are horrible. Because there are no schools teaching our people these things. Maritime schools, colleges, construction trades, health and safety trades. Those are colleges, diploma, civil and structural engineering. Those are diploma colleges. Electrical, electronic, and electrotechnology. These are all colleges just teaching these things. Yes, please. Slejduše. Food. All those women that are selling food on our road, they are poisoning us. They are supposed to be standards. The other day I just read that people who are selling food on the road, they are using motor oil that is used for motor and something, and mixing it with palm oil and frying akara and things on the road. Because they are not trained, they don't have certificates. So all those women that are selling things by the road, all those suya people, they are supposed to have certificates. And to go to this kind of school is not much. It's just for 1 year or 2. Some of them are 6 months. You can get all this diploma, but you have your certificate. The whole country is supposed to be going to these kind of schools everywhere. You don't need to go and sit in those universities for 4 years for nothing. Footwear production. All those people say, I do shoes. You know the way people who are doing shoes in Nigeria now? In Aba, do you think they have any degree of diploma? Of course, they are just doing it by their own, on their own. They are supposed to be certificated and, you know, given diploma and be trained properly. There are schools in this place just for shoe-wearing colleges. That's just the only thing they do. They are supposed to be sent to those kind of schools. Mechanical technology and trades. That's a school on its own. Real estate and valuation. You know, a lot of people in Nigeria are doing real estate. Ask them what school they finished. What is that? Where is their diploma? Here, there are colleges for valuation and real estate. Colleges. Many. Security and locksmithing. Lock. The lock you have in your house. Lock. That's a school and a college on its own. Allied health services. Surveying and spatial information. Those are colleges. Media, irrigation specialists. In Nigeria, everybody is just going anywhere where it's lucky. But these are schools. We are supposed to have them in the hundreds, in the thousands. I mean, these kinds of schools, colleges are supposed to litter the whole country. Nobody will be thinking about university again because these are kind of concrete, practical, skillful work that will give you work. You don't need to look for a job. This is what the emphasis of education is supposed to be on. This is true education that brings development and industrialization. Not secondary, not grammar school. And not tertiary university like they are having in Nigeria right now. Yeah. Irrigation specialists, irrigation on its own. All those gutter you have, nobody is managing them. Because there are no irrigation, even in farming and something. No, people are not trained. We need to introduce this apprenticeship and technical skills into, either we introduce them into our primary and secondary schools, or we refocus the whole attention of the country to technical colleges as alternative to universities. That is how I see that we could resolve the educational crisis in Nigeria's leadership. These are the things that build a nation. Every civilized nation owes on to technical schools and vocational developments. I believe if we need to build a new Nigeria, we need to make sure every state has at least 10 to 100 of these kind of different colleges where people are just getting skills, diploma and certificates. If we can do that, then we are on our way to true industrialization in Nigeria's leadership. So that is what I personally believe must be done to reform our educational system for the love of God, church, and nation. I have to come back to you, Mr. Israel, because I'm done. I'm done. Maybe I should also give opportunity to people who want to call. If you are watching us right now and you would like to call to this program, please go to Facebook Messenger, look for Move Agents Matic, and then send in your SMS or text that you would like to call. Just send in your message that you would like to call, and we will call you back. But this is, Mr. Israel, this is the last time I'm going to show you my program, because I don't want to waste my, some people, I don't know, people are going to be fighting it, and a lot of people will be criticizing it, some people will be doing all kind of things. This is just the only time I'm going to do this. So we are just going to focus on mindset. But I want to hear from you anyway what you've had. You made me to do this today, but I will not do it again.
Well, yes, thank you very much for doing this. What else can one say than to say that anytime we have from you on the issue that relates to Nigeria, hope is restored. Yes, there's no time when one listening to you on how to handle and to resolve Nigerian problem that hope is not restored back to us. And of course, you have made a very clear, find ways in which education can be restored back for people. And I also believe that the statement that everyone is making now in Nigeria that says, who does education help? We totally be handled and resolved through this system I just watched. Through this program I just watched. I cannot but thank you so much for making this available. In as much as we are going to stay on Nigerian mindset henceforth, I know today program, anyone who have common sense, who have brain, who actually have brain, who think this what you just share is something to criticize, then he has time must be Socratic hope. Honestly, I'm just telling you. There must be Socratic hope. Has anybody ever tell us this kind of a thing before? Have you ever asked somebody, the whole Minister of Education in this country cannot even imagine what he just explained? He cannot even give us such a resources. So to me, you have just restored hope. You have just made us to see that hope is not lost anyway. We don't actually know how to do or what best to do, but the moment because what I just saw, if that kind of a thing is right here in Nigeria, I can tell you, you have energetic, determined, ready youth who are going to take the challenge and they are going to make something great out of it. I can tell you. Nigerians are passionate about that. If they see any opportunity, they go all out for it and they make something great out of it. But today, because they have lost hope in education, because all we have been given is just to gain a white-collar job and to go out of school and say, I have a certificate, and that's all. And everybody wants to say, I'm a BS holder, I'm a master's. Now, what is really nice is master's. The moment we finish serving, we go for master's, just to brag about the fact that I have master's. And eventually, after the master's class, we discover that you have not even developed any skill. Thank you, DSA. I am most delighted. And I think you have done justice to the topic of today. There's nothing more else for me to say than to say thank you very much, DSA. And everyone want to call in can start calling in now. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so very much. Thank you so very much, Brother Israel. I want to challenge everybody that's watching us to go and get this book. It will really open your eyes to the history of Nigeria. This book here, Nigeria and the Leadership Question, is about history of Nigeria and how to and how to build the future of Nigeria. The latest book I just released, Argentina, is called Forget About Marriage. Ladies, forget about marriage. Build your life. I hope ladies will take this book serious. At least go and read it, because this book is going to, of course, blow your mind first of all, but it will also restore you back to the dignity as a woman and as a person before thinking about marriage. It doesn't say don't marry. It just says, put your priority right. Build your life first before thinking about marriage. Let's see if we have callers. If we are going to have callers, let's try and get them to come to the program. Meanwhile, for those of you who have not yet joined the mentorship program, go to sundaydelajablog.com/mentorship. You can join the mentorship program. And those of you who want to read my books and get it in Africa, in Nigeria, you can go to the website that is called DSA Books Planet. One word, dsabooksplanet.com. I think we have a caller. Hello?
Yeah, hello, DSA. This is Olarewaju Moses.
Olarewaju Moses, welcome, sir.
Yeah, thank you so much, DSA. And thank you, Brother Israel. I just want to share my knowledge, and also want to thank you, because when I was in Nigeria, I said this story when we are celebrating your birthday, And I said, when I was in Nigeria, I went to Polytechnic of Ibadan and I couldn't finish, and I tried a lot of things. But my friend told me to go and learn plumbing work. And I learned this plumbing work, ESA. And for 2 years, and I am proud of it before I left Nigeria, because in 1 year, I can be able to save 1.3 million.
Wow.
In my account.
In 1 year?
In 1 year.
My God.
I have 2 accounts. Current account and saving account, and the current account and the saving account. In my current account, I have 1,030,000. In my saving account, I have 300,000.
My God.
This current account, I call it like this is whatever that come an emergency. It's like I want to buy land, I want to build house, I want to do this. That is, I don't touch it. And in my saving account, that is where I take money to my parents, to give people's money, to do my own, whatever that I want to do. And when this American come out, I didn't borrow money from nobody. Even my father was asking me, how do you going to go? And I say, I'm going to go. I'm going to travel to the United States. And I travel with nobody spending. And when I get to the United States, after 6 months, I went to Unifree School, where I went to learn electrician and plumbing for 6 months. And after I finished, and I said, I still want to go further, I went to Associate Technical College for 2 years, and I get my diploma in telecom technician. And after I finished, they sent us to 3 companies, American, one of the companies, American, ITA and Cool company, and the second one is Boat. So I rather go to that Boat, because that Boat is a Boat telecommunication company, where they hire 10, because they send us 10, and that Boat company, they hire us immediately. That day they send us there, they hire 10 people, and they started with a good pay, with $25 per hour. And I am proud of the DSA. I'm not ashamed to say this program today. And when I was doing this in Nigeria, all my friends that I left in Ibadan, all of them were coming to me and saying, oh, why are you doing this? Why? I said, I have no option, I have to do it. And this helped me a lot, even to where I am today. And when you have shared this program, I was so happy, because even my brothers and sisters, when I tell them, my brother that finished from secondary school in like 5 years ago, I told him to go to Don Bosco Technical School to go and read, to just go there and learn something. But he said no. He said he wants to go to university. He didn't come here for like 2 years. He said he was saying a lot of things that I'm a bad person. Now can I say, you want to go and you want to be a doctor, you want to be this and that. So many people like that, when you encourage them to do what you are just saying, they don't want to listen, because they copy people. They want to go to university, they want to be a lawyer, they want to be what they know that even the one you are telling them is going to help them, they don't want to listen. So that's why I said I need to share my knowledge. I need to thank you for what you said today. Brother Israel, that brought this program, the Nigerian mindset. So thank you so much, DSC. That is what I have to say.
Beautiful, strong, powerful. Wow. That is a confirmation of all this teaching today. Wonderful. Thank you so much for calling.
Thank you, sir.
This is the future of Nigeria. If Nigerians will embrace this approach and this solution, our country will not just grow and develop, we will come to industrialization quickly, and our people will not be jobless. We can resolve the problem of joblessness if we will only embrace this approach. If we don't, we are going to keep on suffering the way we are right now. This is true education that will give you skills, that will give you specialty, but what we're having right now is a failure. Hello?
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Who is calling, please, from where?
My name is Kenny. I'm calling from United Kingdom.
Kenny?
Kenny.
Kenny,
Kenny from United Kingdom.
Kenny or...
Can you hear me?
Is it Kemi or Kenny?
Kenny.
Helen.
Kenny, Kenny, Kenny.
Kenny. Okay.
Yes.
Welcome.
I've been calling Saints for some time now, but I've stopped
Yes.
for quite a while. Dear sir, I really appreciate your program. It's really an high hope now. And I like the angle where you took it from. But I would like to take it from another angle.
Yes.
I think what we need to start with the primary education first.
Yes.
The primary education is too theoretically based, just like this tertiary institution you're talking about. I have my children that goes to school, and most times when they come back home, they do practical things in school. They make learning to be fun. In the primaries that we go to, when I was back home, someone like me, I don't like school. Because it's like, they're just telling us, cram this, the teacher will come, cram this, cram that. We don't feel the effect of what we're learning. I don't know whether you get what I'm saying.
Very well.
Like my children, when they talk about the historical things in United Kingdom, they talk about castle, different places. I mean, they go on school trips where they take them to this kind of places for them to see and have a feel of what they are learning in school, in the walls, in the classroom. We need to change the way we teach, even starting from nursery, the way we teach our children, starting from the nursery. It makes education to be fun. We need to make education to be fun, practical to us. Somebody that's been, when I was in school, I went to University of Ibadan. I have people that study computer science, they never see computer in their life until maybe later after they started working. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Sad.
We need to start from the primary education. I mean, United Kingdom now, as you rightly said, most of the people, they don't go to uni. Most people, is either the kind of courses they did it when they were in school or when they were working. There's a thing that is called, they call it NVQ. They said National Vocational Qualification. People do it when they are working, and in that they acquire knowledge. They grow from it. They are working and they are learning. We need to take that back to Nigeria. People need to know that. It's like you are saying, people need to understand something, that it's not only university that when you have certificate, and that's university certificate, that's when you can be set for life. No. Our parents have missed that. We need to reorientate ourselves that no, it doesn't have to be university. There's so many people that went to university and they have nothing to show for it. They can't even defend their qualifications. They can't defend their certificates. We need to go back to our primaries first. Change the way we teach our students, our children. Let learning be fun. Let's create an atmosphere of fun. There's this slogan they say in United Kingdom: learn as you play. Do you understand? As they are playing, they are learning. You will see a child of 6 years old in Nigeria, and she has crammed so many things on her head. But look at the child in United Kingdom. They might not know as much as they know, as the children in Nigeria knows, but they know the practical. They can use whatever they learn in school to everyday life, which we don't have like that in Nigeria. So we need to start from the primary education before we go even to the tertiary university. Everything is fine. All these programs are lovely, but as I listened to one of your programs, the one you did with Brother Israel about Nigerian mindset. All of this thing is still about value system, our mindset. Our mindset has to change. Every day I wake up and I ask myself, how did we get here as Nigerians? How did we get here? Where nobody cares for one another. When all we think about is money, 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 money. We believe that when I have money, I'm made for life. It's not like that. We need to reorientate ourselves concerning some things. Everything is not all about money. There's some things we need to get back to where we were. We need to go back to the basis. Starting from our children. You see a child in Nigeria and little things, you test them with little things and they fail. Nobody understands anything about being truthful to one another, about loving their next door neighbor. All we do is that we suspect one another. I don't know whether you understand what I'm saying.
Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Beautiful.
Yes, we need to start. Like someone like me, I'm into health sector. I'm studying I'm working at the same time. I'm studying to be a manager, and at the same time I'm working. Even though I have my certificate in Nigeria, I'm not using it here because I don't feel it belongs here. So I have to start from the scratch. I have to start learning about all these things, and I'm applying, and at the same time I'm still studying and I'm still working. So that's what we need to practicalize in Nigeria. Our colonial masters that say, oh, you have to go to university. It doesn't stop there, or it doesn't have to be university. All the vocational things that you said, I'm just buttressing what you are saying. We need to inculcate it. We need to get our value system back.
Beautiful.
It's nice talking to you, sir.
Beautiful stuff. Thank you so much, Sister Kenny. I remember you used to call.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Blessing.
Yeah, bless you, sir. Yes, sir. Bye.
Oh, wow. Yeah. I hope that these people will take this serious, but I don't want to be sharing my plans with the whole world like this. You know, I just want to keep it to myself, and I'll be working. I know what I'm doing. I'm getting them ready. I know the time will come. I'm not just sitting here doing live broadcasts. No, I'm developing these things every day. I'm developing a new system to resolve another problem, a new strategy to resolve every problem that I will encounter in Nigeria.
Good evening.
Oh, hello.
Hello, good evening. This is Abigail from Holland.
Arabio, how are you, my sister? Welcome.
Fine. Sorry, this is so funny that I'm online. But yes, I just want to bring my own contribution.
Yes.
Yes, exactly. Like for me, I'm a cultural anthropologist, and that's what I'm studying as development sociology.
Yes.
So during my studies, I learned a lot about different culture and everything. And you know, for me, I live in Holland, so but I don't really see the problems around me. So like around maybe like last year, I was feeling like, okay, I want to do something from Nigeria, this and that and the other. I didn't know about all the problems that were actually going on there. So last year I went to Nigeria, only 1 week, because I went via my church, I went there. And I mean, after that whole experience, I was there with some of the pastors from Holland, and they were Nigerian. They grew up in Nigeria. And they were so, I was telling them, wow, yes, I really want to, you know, develop Nigeria. I want to do this, I want to do that. And any Nigerian, even when we were there and here, they always discouraged me. They always discouraged me. You, that has not even grown up in Nigeria. Because, you know, I didn't really, that was my first time that I even went back to Nigeria in my 28 years. So I am also young. So they were telling me I can't do it. You know, sometimes I will talk to people about it, that I have so many ideas, and they will always discourage me. And even when I was in Nigeria, and those two pastors, and I was expecting that, okay, men of God, they will understand that maybe God has put it on my heart or whatever. But even they were discouraging me so hard. And even after I started talking about it to one of the pastors, for the rest of the trip, he didn't talk to me again, because it's like, something happened in the past with an experience that he tried to do something and the person destroyed the business. So he was like so emotional about it, and he didn't want to talk to me, and he was like, no, this and that. So why I'm telling this story is that I believe that there are many people in the diaspora, like me, for instance. Maybe I have not really grown up in Nigeria, but I have a heart for the people there. So there are many people like me that they want to do something for Nigeria, and they want to do it from the context of intellect, from the context of analytical thinking, from the context of, you know, doing something for people that is not purely emotional but actually systematical, probably. But we always get discouraged by the Nigerians themselves. So, and the reason I'm saying this is because you were saying that, okay, you are not really planning on exposing the ideas that you are going to implement, which I understand. And sometimes I even think that, okay, is it wise to showcase all the information? But from today, what I've heard today, it actually encouraged me, because there was a month that you were talking about Nigerian development, and that whole month I didn't even listen. I didn't even tune into DSA at all, because I was like, I'm not ready for Nigeria at all. But today, I actually felt encouraged again to do something for Nigeria. So what I'm trying to say is that all this kind of exposition, because when I think back of all the bad behaviors that I've seen from Nigerians, all the things that are so discouraging, then when you are telling all this information, it's actually making me to think that, yes, I'm going to still be able to do something in future. Because now you understand why people are behaving that way, why people decide to be manipulated. Why are they trying to get money in a way that, is not ethical? Because they are just trying to make a living. And if the school system didn't help them, then of course they are going to, like human nature, try to oppress and do all this stuff. So I just want to say, what I just want to say is that I know, sir, that you have your reasons for not wanting to disclose some of the things. But I also want to say that there's a lot of people, and I know, like me, that do want to do something for Nigeria, but discouragement from every corner is like crippling people. So I just want to say that this kind of programs really help us to be encouraged again, to have more understanding.
Are you aware that I'm going back to Nigeria I want to relocate back to Nigeria?
Yes, I am very interested.
Because I want to take 2,000 people with me, but most people who have registered are white people, European people from here, from America, from other countries, and I'm registering Nigerians too. So if you are interested, why don't you just go and register?
No, I did register actually, and to be honest, I feel it on my heart that I have to tell other people, other Nigerians, especially in the diaspora, and to call on them to come to Nigeria to help the people, because we are the only one that have the information. We have so much access to knowledge and understanding, and then, we are in a country where those things cannot even come to full potential. So, and I know that the reason that Nigerians don't come to Nigeria to do those things is because of the behavior that they are seeing.
Yeah.
So for me, I even have the burden. I have the burden that I want to tell people how they can import Nigerians, how they can do their own little part, because nobody is caring about all the people in the, that are not close to the big cities. Nobody cares about them. So the only people that can care about them are the Nigerians themselves, and they are scattered abroad, and there are people discouraging them all around.
I'm so encouraged to hear you. You are one of the very few Nigerians that have come across this way. And I'm so happy that you have registered. Once we are ready, we will write you. We will let you know. Yes. We are in the same team. And, I am determined to change Nigeria for the better in my generation. And we need as many people as possible to do that. So welcome to the team.
Thank you. Thank you for leading the way.
Thank you, my dear. Thank you so much. Blessings.
Yeah,
bye.
Okay, bye-bye.